No, I'm going the right way, but I am coming. Whew, that scared me. Good evening, everybody. The Drell here, getting everything together for another run of Kerbal Space Program. Give me just a few moments. I'll have things good to go forward. Okay, looks like the sound quality is pretty good. I hope I'm not overdoing it with the audio. I just need to make sure it all sounds good. How's that? Alright. If it sounds particularly bad, please let me know. I'll be sure to take a peek. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I just popped right onto the tablet for just a second. I popped onto Twitch just to look at the stream, make sure it's all looking right. As you can see, you can actually see the version number in the corner, which means that I have the scaling set properly this time, and you won't be looking at the dead center. So let's begin. You'll notice that the textures look a little bit better on things. Over the past week, they updated certain, I think it's the texture replacement mod, and a few other mods. I've also downloaded another mod to add to the game to add some interest. I have added, and I'm terrible. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna hop over onto CCAN and see what that is. Try to remember. Currently installed, I have. Yes, I added the B9 Aerospace pack. Specifically, I kind of wanted the procedural wings. They're not unlocked yet in the tech tree, but when I get around to that, I'll be happy to have it. So I've got the B9 stuff for that. I also got better burn time, so I have a better burn time indicator, so I can do more effective maneuvers. That's not really going to help me right now because I don't even have the maneuver nodes unlocked. That's something I'm going to be saving up money for pretty quickly. And what was it? There was another mod that just got updated. I'm looking through my list right now. Environmental Visual Enhancement. That's right. That updated recently to 1.12, which really does improve the quality of the game. Alright, so we'll load ballistics here, and we will get a-going. Alright. Home, sweet home. Okay, so I have what's the? I'm just gonna take a look at something. So I need about 150,000 to upgrade my tracking station, and that way once I do that, I'll get patched conics. Where is the flight planning? So yeah, with the tracking station upgraded, I'll also be able to use maneuver nodes and do some other stuff as well. This will upgrading my research and development will give a boost to my maximum science. So let's just take a quick peek at what missions we currently have active. As you remember, we achieved a flyby of the moon to the detriment of poor Tomund. Very sad about that. I have this mission. I'm not sure how I'm going to achieve this short of playing this another time. I might do that. I might just do like this is a boring Twitch stream where I'm just going to sit here flying a plane for 3 hours to get across the planet. And then I'll break it down and time lapse it for YouTube so that it won't be too ridiculous. But we'll see what happens. That'll be for another time when I'm more sure of what's going on. So I'll aim to do that soon here. I've got 2 tourists I gotta get into orbit. And I have to test a radial mount drogue chute at the right altitude and speed, which shouldn't be too difficult. I can probably complete these 2 in a single mission run. I've got some observational surveys of the moon in certain areas. I can probably do these at some point. These ones that are above, I'm going to have to upgrade what I have for tools to be able to do those, because planes don't fly high enough to reach some of these altitudes, and spacecraft you just don't have the controls that you would like. So this is a turbo fan engine. 1,000 to 3,000. This is something I could probably just do building a plane to do it. Duration a year. So I'm just gonna pick that up, and I'll do that maybe as a second mission. My first mission, though, I'm going to do the 2 tourists into orbit, and I'm gonna build something that I think I hope I can build something where I can actually get some science done at the same time. It's gonna be kind of ridiculous, but hopefully it will work. Okay, first things first, the main command module. Point it towards the door. And then we will need to figure out how do I want to do this. So I need to ferry 2 tourists. What kind of science can I do with that? We'll see. We'll see what we can do. It may be possible to do in a different manner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first of all get 2 more command pods up. So lovely. Put on the ablator heat shields. Wonder if I want to do that on all of those. The mass on these buttons. Point 3. So if I have 3 of them, that adds a ton to the ship. So let's take a peek. I just stick that like that. Does that look ridiculous? It's a little ridiculous. That. Just to minimize. Okay. Just so that if I have any angular issues, like the last time I tried to do a re-entry, I ran out of I was playing around yesterday with this game, or this morning, just to get things going smoothly, and for whatever reason my rocket wasn't repowering the system, which seemed a bit odd. So okay, so I have that. One of the things that I do have, as you may have noticed, is I have the real shoot system, which is fantastic because then I can do this. I can have it use the current craft mass. You choose a touchdown speed and a deployment altitude, which I like it to be a little bit higher. Apply, and I know that this structure right here is safe. This parachute, because it didn't complain about it being too heavy, this parachute should be the right size to bring these 3 capsules down at an appropriate speed. And unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do much science with this layout. I might try something. Yeah, you know what, I'll try something alongside that. Won't expect too much, but you know, whatever. So put in that, and then we'll start with the fuel tanks. So the first stage is new engine. Where did that come from? Okay, so this Terrier no longer generates electricity, apparently, which is just fine. You just have to be careful about that. So yeah, with one of the mods I got, I actually added a few extra parts. Some of them will be relatively useless, but there will be a lot of fun ones that we will be able to play with further on down the run here. Okay. No, not the one line. We want the swivel. Because, you know, swiveling is important. So, that's that stage. Where are we at? Just wait. Just here. We'll come back to here. Delta V. Already at 2,500 already. Wow. So then we need another decoupler again, and then we'll go with 3 of these. Now we'll make it 4, and then we'll slap another swivel on there. Now you'll see the thrust to weight on this is super low. It's actually below, which means that on its own it won't do anything, unfortunately. Everything else is just too heavy for it, but we'll just have to we'll have to make sure we stage stuff up so that it's more intelligent. So we're gonna do 3 by 3. Is how I had the other one, and I kind of liked it. Side stages of liquid fuel. So need the aerodynamic news cones. And the engines, don't forget the engines. Make these relay as well. That 1.22 per thrust weight, that's not too bad. Although I need to Oh, yeah, these guys need to be out here. Not that, the drogues. We want drogues. Far too important to not run without drogues. This whole no, wrong thing. That's what I'm doing wrong. This whole structure off for just a second. Back to this. Set this. Parachutes as a drogue. Apply to a symmetry counterparts. There we go. And then put this back on. Okay. Actually, one of the things I wanted to do, we're going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work, but for extra science, because this bottom stage is going to enter atmosphere with us, enter and hopefully exit orbit with us, but I can't really carry something like that into re-entry. I don't think this stack is going, I think this stack is going to be way too long if I do that. So to help with that problem, I'm going to have this deploy with this stage. And what I will do is I will have it so that this whole part here is going to come down on its own. To do that, we need to put some chutes on it. And what that'll do is the stage recovery will catch it and save the science that's on board. I do this. You know what? Guarantee that it'll work. It'll be excessive, but it will actually work. You know what? Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know, I think it was, what is it? Okay, well that's good. It says that these two are red. I'm going to... Well, I hope that that's not what I think that is. Why are those red actually? That worries me. Well, it's a learning experience. I just hope it doesn't cost me a Kerbal, that's all. Okay. So that staging should come down intact. This staging is probably going to end up in orbit. So let's focus on the next set, which is going to be solid boosters, because that's how I work. They're big. So, and then aerodynamics. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to use real shoot nose cones, like so. And let me see what it says when I go back to here on one of these puppies. And oh, wrong thing. I'm in the wrong area. What's that? Okay, so it says those are green. That whole center mass is red. So what I'm gonna do is slap on a couple of these real shoot radials. 2 of those should be enough for this bottom stage. It's pretty big. though, so there, it's in the green. 100%. So as long as those stages are empty, they should be all okay to re-enter without any problems. Fantastic. I'm a little bit worried as to why those are still red. Are they not really considered connected or what? Whatever. I think they're fine. I think it's just a glitch in the way it views the staging. It does make me worry a little bit about kinda makes me worry just a tiny bit that this might be set up for the wrong amount of mass. I mean, this is what? This is 840 kilograms. I have no idea. So bad with math. Anyway. Some winglets on this thing just for stability. Okay. So the thrust to weight on this is pretty abysmal. If I fire these at the same time as these, then those go off and those go off. Fire this somewhere in between those. What is this? Why is there a rocket booster up here? You belong down here. You actually belong. This one here. You belong with this one. You belong with this one. Isn't staging fun? No, it's not fun. Well, I apologize. Okay, anyway. That fires that. Do I want that to fire with that? Why not? At that point, it should be far enough out of the atmosphere that the thrust to weight ratio should be better. And we will see. So I have a delta V of 5,788, so that's way more than enough. That's like 1,000 more. I could probably take these guys to the moon and back with that much delta V. Not land on it, just nick it, graze it gently. Okay, so who's gonna fly the mission? Trayan. Okay, Trayan. No, actually, I'm gonna take Kierdan. Only because he doesn't have enough experience, and getting him into orbit will give him that 1 star, which will make him more useful down the road. Unless I kill him. We're not going to do that though, right? Right. Just to be on the safe side, because I'm feeling a little paranoid. Oh, I almost forgot about that too. Alright, that's not the right thing. I'm going to throw... Then I will never know. Oh. I'm going to just hope for the best and stop being paranoid. Need the drogues. Drogues down here. Okay, so we'll call this personnel lifter. Lifter 2. I think that's the second one I've got. And that's not how you spell personnel. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so double check my staging. That, that'll fire at the same time. And then I'll break away that. Don't forget the science. Such funds! Much rocket! Alright, here we go. We are ready for our first launch of this run. See how far we get. Oh. Okay. Wait. New flight controls. Perfect. Okay. Fantastic. We are ready. 3, 2, 1. Wait. Liftoff. We have a stable liftoff. Ooh, this thing flies pretty nice. Straight up, not too much drama. I am liking it. Yes, so with the new, with the updated visual enhancements mods, it does make this game look really nice. Ooh, look at that. Right, we're approaching 2000, so we're going to start our turn. But we're not really going to start our turn. It does not want to respond to any inputs I give. Oh, is that me? Yeah, no, she's just not responding to input. Well, the solid fuel boosters are about to expire, so throttle to full. And there they go. Release! And I turns puppy now. She's responding, but slowly. She's very stable, but does not like doing what I ask her to do. Probably actually going to fire this rocket booster before I detach this set, just so I have a little bit of in between. And drain that tank before I move on. This is actually going really well now. Super happy. Just need to pull into more of a turn. She is fighting me. Check what I got going on here. Okay, here we go. Welcome, Russian bread guy. Hello, Ryumizu. Thanks for watching my stream. If you're interested in what I'm doing here, what I am doing here is I'm trying to play a hardcore version of Kerbal Space Program. What that essentially means is I cannot revert a single flight. Whatever happens, happens. And any Kerbal that dies stays dead. I have on my YouTube account under the same name 6 episodes so far. This is a very early part of this. I'm playing the full campaign, so I have to unlock all of the science and you know, do all the fun stuff from the very beginning. So I hope that's interesting and not boring to you guys, but I am enjoying it, definitely. Okay, I gotta really start pushing out my orbit now. Let's see here. What do I got? My apoapsis is about 117,000. You know what? Kill thrust, and I'll wait till I get up to apoapsis here. Oh, they're settling down now. Yes, they usually look pretty terrified, especially in their early missions. Unfortunately, most of the pilots had equal levels of courage and stupidity, and Curtin had pretty good high courage. So what I'm going to do now, I'm taking advantage to pay attention to where I am. I'm going to pull in some orbital information. Attitude controls and data. This way, when I'm ready to do my orbit burn, I will be able to see from here. I'll have to do it from in here. And that should be interesting, right? Let's see here. Time to apoapsis is 23 seconds. So I can probably start my burn now. Get my parallaxis up. So let's see here. Current missions, while I'm trying to put myself into an orbit. My current missions are to what I'm doing right now, which is ferrying 2 tourists. And I'm also hoping to be able to fire my drogue chutes at the right time and altitude to get that. After that, I think I will be building a plane specifically just to carry out this Weasley turbofan engine mission, which should be fun. See how that turns out. Next stage deployed. Just a second. I need to get out of this. Go look, see. That's strange. Okay, still pushing out for a higher periapsis. Oh, it looks like I'm succeeding now, finally. Take most of my... There we go, 33, 67, 80, 92. Okay, we are in a slightly lopsided, very slightly lopsided orbit now. Fantastic, but I am out of atmosphere. That should have satisfied everything for this. Yep, orbit out of Kerbal complete. Both tourists are happy. I've recovered my debris. Good 1,400 Kerbal bucks, whatever you want to call that, money. So that's good. Oh, and look at that. More debris has come down. And it was also recovered properly. Fantastic. What's this? This is also coming down again. It's great. Most of my staging. I don't think that part of the... I wonder. No, it's this part of the staging right here. This I didn't put any parachutes on because I knew that it would pretty much be in orbit permanently. Or until I build something to take it back out again. Which won't happen for a while. Anyway. Let's soak in the atmosphere. Or lack of it, anyway. And, so, you know what? They wanted an orbit. Let's give them an orbit. Time lapse. Don't get around the planet once. Don't actually have to do this, I know, but it's kind of like, you know, fun. Okay. So what we will do is we will actually aim to... I'm going to aim to come down right about here. So I will actually put this thing in retrograde right now and start burning. Which will probably actually come down right over here. If I start burning right now. Retrograde. And burn. Now we want to parry up. Oh! Okay, that was a little too much. But I think we're okay. It's a good shallow entry. It'll take a little while. Ooh, wow, we're still up here. Not really in orbit. I need to do some science. 25 science. Keep the experiment. Now, this is probably going to be a stupid thing to do. Oh, yeah, you know what? Okay. So, for aerodynamics, we're going to close the doors. Get ourselves a crew report here. Oh, no science there, so no, never mind. Line ourselves up. Retrograde. And advance till we're just about to hit the atmosphere. Lovely. Looks like we're gonna have a successful mission! Yay! Look at how happy the Kerbals are! Ready? Oh, we're not in the atmosphere yet. In just a minute. Just a little bit of time warp here. Just want to start approaching the atmosphere. Okay. There we go. So, slow this puppy down. Now there is a chance that regardless of what I do here with this science bay, that it's still going to be destroyed in re-entry. Because the stage recovery does take into account atmospherics. Indeed, yeehaw! Let's put these puppies back home. Oh, I think they're gonna come in over ground. Burn, burn, burn. Should start seeing the effects of the atmosphere very soon here. Oh, you know what? I think I was actually meant to go over this little peninsula here. Was my original plan. Although this retrograde burning, I don't know what that's actually going to amount to. Keep an eye on it, though. Keep her steady. You're doing good, Kieran. You're going to get a promotion for this day's work. Oh, yes. Here we go. And we're just going to go to normal time, detach, and try to change our angle so that we come in slightly different. So we don't get hit by that as it re-enters. Here we go. Fantastic. Let's read our messages while we enter the atmosphere. That's what we call perfect re-entry. Please don't burn up. Huh. Look at that. Okay. That did not bode well. We'll see what it has to say about that, but signs point to no. Why is this getting so hot? Hold her steady. Hold her steady. Does not look good. Something's gonna give. Okay, okay. Okay. Nicely done. Okay, I need this open. I need to make sure I hit the right altitude for This one, 8 to 12. Oh, I'm already past it. Oh, and I'm going way too fast. Oh, so much for that. Why am I going in so fast? This is gonna be cutting it super fine. Super fine. Yeah, way too fine. Slow. Okay, that was a little strange. Oh! Oh! Oh, I thought I was gonna lose those Kerbals for a minute there. Alright, what did we lose? We lost a lot, I think. I lost the stack decoupler. No loss there. The lifter debris, I lost. Real chute module used. Less 1.4. Oh, this was recovered. What was this? Oh, it was a parachute. So the parachute made it. It's not the first time I've seen that. And let me guess, the other parachute made it. So, no, the science module did not survive re-entry. So that experiment was, in fact, a failure. Ah, well. Just time-lapse to get back to the surface faster and then recover. So I don't think I've actually gotten any science off of orbit yet. So that's probably what I should be focusing on, because I really need the science. And recover vessel.